Look out, signs are upon the earth. He will soon return. You know of him, the immaculate birth. He was also there in the days of old, talking through burning.
Praise the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and peace in the name of Jesus. Today I'm going to do a lesson entitled, The Road to Salvation is Straight and Narrow. You know, with all these false prophets we have out here today, they always want to tell you that all you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord and confess that He died for you, and you shall be saved. Yeah, we know that He came and died for us, but we still have to put in some work, because faith without works is dead. So it don't take more than just call on His name. You gotta walk the straight and narrow path. That's required of you, to walk the straight and narrow path to get salvation. Because we only got it because of grace, but we gotta do our works. All right. So we're gonna get down right into the lesson, and the lesson once again is titled, The Road to Salvation is Straight and Narrow. And we're gonna start off in Matthew 7, and we're gonna pick up at verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Alright, so it says right here that we gotta go in through the straight gate. Alright, because broad is the way that leads to destruction. That's like the world as a whole. Everybody's taking the broad path, because nobody want to do what thus said the Lord. They want to believe that He just did it all. You know, He did His part, but we gotta make sure we do our part. And that's walking the straight and narrow. Alright, verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So that you know, there's going to be few people that are going to try to do this. They're going to make it because everybody's taking the broad path, which leads to destruction. Okay? Let's go to Psalms 1 now. Psalms 1. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in His law though he meditate day and night. So He right there lets you know that God's law is still good. His commandments are still good. It's all good. Because people want to tell you there's 613 laws. We ain't got to do all that. That's why Jesus came and died, but we ain't got to do that. No. His law is still good because He says His delight is the Lord have delight in you if you meditate in His law day and night. Alright? Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Okay? Verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in judgment, nor sinners in the congregations of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. You know which way the ungodly is? The one that's taking that broad path that leadeth to destruction. Okay? You got to do some work, because this road to salvation is straight and narrow. Alright? Let's go to Exodus 20 now. Exodus 20. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1. Exodus 20 and 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Okay, so this first thing He said, don't have no other gods before me. What do? We worship all these different gods. Buddha, Allah, you name it. Gods of wood and stone. They can't do nothing for it. We worship all these gods. So right there, that's the broad path. Alright? Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Just like we want to have pictures of Jesus on the wall, whether he's black or white. He said, don't do that. We don't know how He look like, so we shouldn't have these graven images. Alright? Walking around with crosses on the neck. Okay? No. The Lord said, don't do that. That's the broad path. Okay? Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Alright? Verse 6. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So there you go again. Those commandments that are very good to this day. We should be keeping. All right. So we can't get caught up with a man telling us, no, we ain't got to do all that. No, the Lord said keep those commandments. Okay. Verse 7. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And all it's just saying is, the Lord can't deliver, he can't do this, he can't do that. No, the Lord can do everything because he is God, okay? So this is what we need to do while walking the straight and narrow. Okay? Verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days should thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate. So we're going to start right here. He said the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. You know what the 7th day is? Saturday. That's the day of worship. It's not for the Jews. It's not, for these people, it's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Everybody's supposed to be keeping this day holy and setting this day aside to worship him, okay? This is one of the key components that you need in walking this straight and narrow path, all right? Verse 11. For a 6th day the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that them is, and rested the Sabbath day. Wherefore the Lord, okay, this Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. He made this day holy, okay? Verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So this is a really big thing we need to do too, even as adults. I know kids are supposed to do this, but even adults as well. Honor our parents, respect them, okay? Because this is what the Lord requires. This is one of the points for us walking the straight and narrow path. All right. Even when you get older, you're supposed to respect your parents and honor them. Now they're going against what you believe in as far as what thus saith the Lord. Then that's a different scenario. And even in that instance, you still have to respect them. Okay. Verse 13. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. All right. Verse 16, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. So we shouldn't go around telling these lies and spreading rumors about people. The Lord said don't do that. That's walking the broad path, okay? Verse 17, thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. So we see our neighbor to have a nice car, nice house. We shouldn't cover it after that because that's not godly. That's the broad path that leads to destruction. Okay, so we got to get rid of all that if we want to get this salvation in the end. And the way we're going to get this salvation in the end is walking the straight and narrow path. All right, let's go to Leviticus 23 now. Leviticus 23, and we're going to pick up at verse 1, and we're going to skip around. Leviticus 23 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and said to them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which you proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. So we're about to get into his holy days. These are the Lord's holy days that he told us to keep forever through all our generations. Not Christmas, not Easter, not these traditions of man, all right? Let's skip down to verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which you shall proclaim in their seasons, all right? In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. All right. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Now you tell the average person that, 7 days you eat unleavened bread, they take all 11 out your house, they think you're crazy. They think something is wrong with you because they live in that broad path. But it's crazy when you go in to get a tree and you drag it in your house, sitting in your house for months, putting lights on it, picking up presents for it, doing the traditions of man. That's foolish right there. But the Lord's feast days is a beautiful, joyous time, okay? So 7 days on the feast of unleavened bread, you must eat unleavened bread, all right? Verse 7. In the first day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. But you shall offer an offering made by fire to the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Simple. That's very simple. But if you're trying to work the straight and narrow path, you would do these things. But if not, you continue walking the broad path, continue doing traditions of man.